Huddersfield Giants 50. This was an incredible performance if you're a Huddersfield Giants fan. As for you, Castleford Tigers fans, after so much promise in those first 3 games, they were competitive, wasn't he, in quite a lot of them? Yes, okay, they've lost all 3, but we expected better against Huddersfield Giants, and it just wasn't delivered. Will somebody please book Craig Lingard's men an appointment with the dentist? They need a new set of dentures, and quickly, because at the moment, they're absolutely toothless, aren't they? Oh, yes. Oh, this was shocking to see. Really poor. You know, the Jungle faithful, oh, they deserve so much better. The white flag went up, didn't it, after 60 minutes? It's interesting, isn't it? 24-4 down at half-time. Clearly, Craig Lingard got into him at half-time. They come out for that first 20 minutes of the second half and really put Huddersfield on the back foot and played some really nice play, really good rugby league. I thought Jacob Miller, he's coming for a lot of criticism, hasn't he, in his time at the Castleford Tigers. One thing you can't argue with, I thought he was the only real player that was trying for Castleford on Friday night. That's my personal opinion. I thought Miller had a really, really good game. 19 carries, 111 metres, 2 tackle bust, 1 clean break. He did 19 tackles in D. He was all over it, was Jacob Miller. He had a really good effort, so let's give that guy a break. As for everybody else, I'm scratching my head on it. I really am. Craig Lingard in the post-match press conference saying perhaps if he had his time again, he wouldn't have put Nemo in. It was a game too early, and I have to say, I thought Sylvester, didn't have his greatest game it's his debut, isn't it? But he just didn't have a really good game at all. It was just really, really poor. Huddersfield could only beat what is in front of them, and some of their tries were absolutely beautiful. At the start in the sheds there, you saw that lovely dink over the top from Adam Clune, collects his own ball and goes in for a brilliant 4-pointer. Credit to Clune for that. But was he man of the match? No, I'm sorry, he's not. We'll get to our 3-2-1 in a little bit more detail in a moment. Like I say, Castleford, a lot of criticism on social media where Castleford were concerned around Luke Cooley. I didn't watch this one live, but I have watched the full 80 minutes. And I do get it, 3 errors, and some of his runs when he was retrieving the ball were a little bit laboured. I get that. I think it was the Cudjoe try. Don't know what he was doing for that one. He was too interested. I think it might have been Luke Yates. And rather than just basically, as a fullback, you've got to attack the ball. You've got to attack the man playing the ball. And instead, he thinks that Cudjoe's going to pass it to his right-hand side. So he just drifts across, which allows Cudjoe an easy score. Didn't get that from Luke Cooley, but actually, in the main, I don't think he was that bad. I don't think he's deserving of the criticism that he's got in total. But yeah, he did have some moments there that he'd want back again. Westerman was Westerman, 128 metres from 18 carries from Joe. Yeah, it's just not great, is it? I mean, it's a project. It's a new project. It's a new team. It might take them a bit of time to gel. But we're going to put a poll out today on our Facebook pages. Who do we fancy to finish bottom? Who have we seen more from in the opening 4 rounds? London Broncos or the Castleford Tigers? That's going to be an interesting poll to keep your eye on. Do get involved in that. Let's talk a little bit about the Huddersfield Giants for a moment. Huddersfield have done really, really well here. Let's give them their due. They can only beat what's in front of them. And let's be fair, some of their tries were really easy on the eye. Really, really easy on the eye. It seems a long time ago now since they beat Lee in that opening game of the season, 16 points to 8, having had, of course, 2 really difficult games, but 2 games that they played pretty decent in. I mean, St. Helens, they got well and truly fun, but I thought against Wigan, they played half decent rugby league in that game. They showed up for each other. We expected Huddersfield to win this. So I think only Greg went Castleford's way. We expected Huddersfield to win it, but not by 50 points to 8. Ian Watson's team has been criticised certainly over the last 2 years in terms of their play and the way in which this was really interesting, really expansive play at times. Some really, really nice tries. Like I say, the Clune one was really good. I think I've got to give credit as well to Sam Halsall on the wing. I thought he had a great game as well for the Huddersfield Giants. I mean, when you compare and contrast these 2 teams in this game, completed sets, 31 Huddersfield, 19 Castleford Tigers. That's just not good enough. It's just not good enough. You look at the meters that we ran, 2,099 the Castleford Tigers, 1,526. You're not winning a game, are you? You're just not winning a game. Tackle bus 40-23, again in Huddersfield's favour. They were just all over him, and they couldn't get out. Errors, 19 errors from the Castleford Tigers in this to only 8, and missed tackles 40-23. And on the topic of missed tackles, 9 from Tessa Parley. That ain't good, is it? You've got to be better than that. You really do. And to compound his misery, he had 3 errors on the night. One of them, that try attempt that he tried in the second half. Like I say, really, from 1 to 17, Castleford need to look at themselves. And Craig Lingard actually said in his post-match press conference that he was a bit concerned that it weren't hurting some of the players in the dressing room at full time, as it should do, Smiles and all the rest of it. He said, they should be going home and hurting. He's questioning a lot there about the temperament of the players. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's brought a lot of these players in himself. Who's he talking about there? So, yeah, it's getting a bit spiky. It's getting a bit spiky there for the Castleford Tigers. They're going to need to improve and improve dramatically. But when you actually look at what they have got coming down the pipe, oh, dearie me, they've got Catalan Dragons away, then they've got Leeds at home, Salford at home, Wigan away, and then it's the London Broncos on April the 28th. How big a game is that? I mean, last season, if you remember, we were talking about Wakefield Castleford being a big game. How big a game now is Castleford against London? That's going to be massive. Back to Huddersfield, though. Have to say, you can only beat what's in front of you. Some of their play last night was Friday night, was really, really easy on the eye. They played really well. Another 2 tries in this one for Adam Swift. We like Adam Swift there at Super League. We're 162 metres from 15 carries for Swifty on Friday night. And, of course, those 2 tries for him. One of them a bit of a gift, it has to be said. But, yeah, I mean, Swifty, he'll do that, and he'll do that really, really well. It was a real shame that we didn't see Elliot Wallace. That would have been a story. Of course, in his senior, getting 2 tries against this former side. Senior tried his best. I thought his second try was really well taken. We've got to give credit to Innis Senior for that. But, like I say, just really, really poor. Really, really poor this if you are a Castleford Tigers fan. Huddersfield Giants, congratulations must go to you. Delightful performance. Where are you going next? You're going to Hull KR at home, then it's London away, then Hull FC away, then Leeds away, then Saints away. So 4 away games on the spin after your next home game. That's going to be a tester for you, isn't it? But like I say, you played well. You played well. Good effort. Absolutely good effort. Let's talk about my 3-2-1 for this game, shall we? Now, on Sky, they gave it to Adam Clune. Don't quite get that. Do not get that at all. The reason I don't get that at all is actually Toi Lolohea had a better game than Clune. I'll come back to that in a minute. The 3 points that we're going to give it to is the evergreen Mr. Leroy Cudjoe. Cudjoe in this game, outstanding yet again. Plays a variety position. Started off at loose forward. Then it was more, he got put out to the second row on the left edge. And he had a fantastic game, did Leroy. 16 carries, 132 metres from Leroy, 5 tackle busts, 2 clean breaks, 2 tries. What more do you want? What more do you want? Leroy Cudjoe, outstanding. Also in defence, get this one, 42 tackles in D. Now he was on the winning side, and he tackled the most in this game with 42. How's Leroy Cudjoe not the man of the match? It's an absolute joke, is what it is. Cudjoe, yeah, it's too easy. Adam Clune, he's come over from Australia. Let's give him the Sky man of the match. He's box office. No, I'll tell you who's been box office all of his career. Leroy Cudjoe. Cudjoe, 3 points from Super League Raw without question. I'm not even arguing with you. Number 2, the 2 points are going to go to Sam Halsall. 2 tries in this game for Halsall. So did Swifty. But what did it for me with Halsall was his all-round game. Halsall got 5 tackle busts in this game and 3 clean breaks as well. Swifty didn't do as much as Halsall in those areas. I mean, don't get me wrong, he had a good game. He wasn't a million miles away. But, Sam Halsall, for me, deserving the 2 points. A good game all around the field. 174 metres from him. Outstanding from Sam Halsall. And the 1 point is going to go to Toi Lolohea. Why? Because he was better than Clune. He was better than Clune. Let's compare and contrast Toi to Clune. Okay, Clune got his try. Don't get me wrong, box office, quality try. Will that be on the highlights reel this week? 100%. One of the best tries we've seen this season. Outstanding ingenuity from Adam Clune. But let's not forget, Lolohea set up 3. That's right, set up 3 4-pointers. Clune scored 1. Lolohea made 3. There you go. There's a quick stat for you straight away. No question about that. Lolohea also did more meters in the game, 80 to 45. He was just better performance. Lolohea for me, far better in this game than Adam Clune. Sorry, that's just the way it is. So we're going to give Toi Lolohea a point for this game. And I think, rightly so. Other players that we have to talk about as well. Essen Masters, another quality performance from him, another 168 metres to his metre haul this season. He's having a fine year. Kevin Nagama on his 250th. And on the topic of Kevin Nagama scoring that try at the end, did you listen to John Welts? Oh my God, did he really hint at a betting scandal? Did he really? He's supposed to be, promoting our game, and he's promoting a betting scandal. Oh my God, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. That is absolutely diabolical. He should be fined for that. The Rugby Football League should complain about that. That's just not acceptable for a commentator to claim in commentary there must be a bet on. Really? No, it's his 250th appearance, John. Maybe do a bit of research before the game. That's what it's all about. He's floated it over to give Nagama a try on his 250th appearance, and you're talking betting scandals. Have a look in the mirror, son. Not good enough. Not good enough at all. There you go. What do you think? What do you think? In the sheds. That's another edition over and done with. Huddersfield Giants fans, you must be delighted. Get in the chat. Let us know. Castleford Tigers fans, you must be concerned. Let us know. Get yourselves in the chat. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll be back later in the day with more in the sheds. The Castleford Tigers 8, Huddersfield Giants 50. You wouldn't want to be a Tiger, would you? We'll see you later.